Welcome to Richfield Raceway. My name is Aaron. If we haven't had a chance to meet personally, you probably signed up and had a chance to meet, but very grateful to every single one of you making it out. Just going over the way things run, you'll notice that there's carpet squares 1 through 12. We actually don't really run 12. But what that is on the heat sheet will be your name, and next to your name's a number. So next to your name, I want you on the number that is next to your name before the race before you ends. I'll be calling you out so that you know where you need to be. And then after you are done racing, if you started the race standing on carpet number 1, that means, Greg, can you bring that bucket over here? That means you'll go to marshalling spot number 1. There's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. There's number 4. There's number 5. And there's number 6. And so if you're standing on carpet number 5 at the beginning of your race, that means as soon as you're done racing, make your way out to 5. I'll let you know who you are and call you out. But that way it keeps everything rolling. Again, when you come onto the driver's stand, there's no laps, no practice laps. That way none of our marshals get hit, and it allows for a quicker turnover. So as you come on the driver's stand, I'll let you know when. And we are going to try tonight during the mains. Some of you had asked for different like camera shots throughout the night. So this camera over here is going to try to get you on the driver's stand so people can see who's racing. They are going to try to get some shots of the pits. And then we do have a new kind of wide shot camera here that's able to get the whole track. So let us know what you think of that. If you think it needs to be changed or adapted at all, don't hesitate to let us know. But we are really glad to have you out here. Next Friday we race again, and next Friday is a doubleheader. We race Friday night and Saturday. And then we are off for a week, the week of Thanksgiving. That Friday, we do not race. After Thanksgiving, we don't have a race that day. And then we'll be back at it in December. And actually, when we come back in December, will be another doubleheader, a Friday-Saturday race. The Saturday race in December is called the Ugly Christmas Sweater Race. And here's the deal. If you wear an ugly Christmas sweater, we have a special race just for you with a special prize to the winner. And it'll kind of be a last man standing type of race, no marshals or anything like that, and should be a lot of fun. So as we do always, I always ask if you wouldn't mind bowing your heads with me. I like to open our nights in a word of prayer. And if you have any questions, concerns, or something comes up through the night, don't hesitate to talk with me, and I'd love to help you out. All right, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for tonight. We thank you for each person that's come to this place and how precious they are to you and to us, Lord. It's just so much fun to have people come hang out with us, race cars, and get to know some really amazing people throughout the night. Lord, I pray you just be with us all, keep us all safe. May the equipment work well. Thank you so much for Dave and Brenda and the hard work they're doing in the kitchen and the amazing yumminess they're preparing. And, Lord, just keep everyone safe on the way home as well. I know many have traveled a good way, and it'll get them home late, and we just ask for safety over them as well. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, four-wheel drive buggy. I'm going to need you, Josh Tittle, if you're able to run the computer for me on this one, this first one, that would be great. Josh Tittle, if you're able to run the computer for me on this first race, that would be great. Or Jeremy. No, you're racing, aren't you, four-wheel drive?
Up next,
Josh, are you busy?
Race number 1. Stock 4-wheel drive buggy.
No, he has to go. Yeah, no, he's not able to. You're missing the first qualifier. I think we can do this if we stay on top of it. We are going to do 5-minute heats tonight. So that will require you guys to stay with it, but we'll be able to get through. We'll check through on the first one.
All right, I need Jumper, Braden, Aaron, Jim, Dwight, Travis, Marshall, Gavin, Blaze, and Dawn. I need you guys on the driver's stand. There's going to be 6 of you. How many buckets do we have, Aaron?
We have some repeats, though.
Oh.
Like, or no.
No.
They should be good.
Okay. So we need Ray Smart, Gavin Yoder, Jerry Tobias, Travis McHenry, Mason Schaefer, and
Marshall
Scott Lenig. If you guys are out there, you guys are our marshals for this first heat. Ray's going to be on 1. Gavin Yoder's on 2. Jerry on 3. Travis on 4. Mason on 5. And Scott, you're going to be on 6. Scott, you're going to be in the middle.
Travis McHenry. Jim Manos. Dwight Shelley.
All right, guys, I need you out there. Ray, Gavin, Jerry. We have a back-to-back Travis. I need a volunteer on 4. Can I get a volunteer on 4? Come right over here to this corner, guys. Mason, you're on 5. Scott, you're on 6. Jerry, you're on 3. Gavin, you're on 2. Ray, you're on 1.
I know you like the mic drop there, Aaron, but yeah. All right.
Aaron Benner.
Jumper will be on the tone. Everybody else wait till your name is called. Jumper. Braden. Aaron. Jim. Dwight. Travis. Marshall. Gavin. Blaze. Don. Sorry. That was my fault. Help in the middle. All right, this is our first heat. It's going to be, this is stock 4-wheel drive buggy. All right, we got a 1-minute shakedown. As of right now, we got Don out front, followed by Aaron, Gavin, Travis. Little help in the front, help in the front. Aaron, Don, Travis, Jim, Dwight, Gavin, Marshall, Blaze, Braden, and Jumper. That's our current running order. Aaron trying to set a nice 20-lap pace. Don right behind him. He's about a lap behind him. Aaron losing a lap. So now Aaron, Don, and Travis are all on a 19-lap pace. So we could have a little battle for 1, 2, and 3. Aaron coming around the start-finish there in the blue and red or pink. That is your leader, so if you see him coming up on you. Oh, sorry, I think he's orange. Little hope. Oh, never mind. So it's Don, Aaron, Travis, Jim, Gavin, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, and Braden. Don and Aaron back and forth for that number 1, 2 spot. Everybody else settling in. Little help. Middle.
Two minutes left.
About 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. Aaron, Don, Travis, Jim, Gavin, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, Braden, Travis, and Jim back and forth for that 3-4 spot. Aaron and Don still on for that 1-2 spot. There's about a 1-second gap between them. $125. Don, Aaron, Travis, Jim, Gavin, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, Braden. Aaron now in front, but having... That's what the computer says. Now it's Don. That little slip-up cost Aaron a little bit.
1 minute left.
Minimum lap time 12 seconds. 30 seconds. Still Don, Aaron, Travis, Jim, Gavin, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, Brayton, and Jumper. Aaron having a little trouble there. Don, something happened there. Don, he's falling back. Travis pushing that second spot. Jim still hanging out fourth. And then there's a nice gap between Gavin, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, and Braden Jumper for the 5 through 10. So the rest of the field pretty spread out. Ooh, a little trouble in that tabletop. Little help in the backstretch. Watch the backstretch.
Travis McHenry done.
Travis, you
Marshall
are done.
Inhofe done.
Marshall, you are done.
Gavin Nipple done.
We got Gavin,
Don
Jim,
Hillard
and Blaze.
Blaze
Dwight, you're done.
Malinowski done. Jim
Still up
Manos
for
done.
Aaron, Braden, and
Dwight Shelley
Jumper.
done. Aaron Benner done.
Braden, Jumper, still looking for them. We got two live. And there's Braden. So final order was Aaron, Don, Travis, Gavin, Jim, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, Braden, and Jumper.
The race.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
You put your car down, you wait. I'll take over. I need race number 7, number 7 to Marshall for me.
Xavier Santa.
Marshall, if you could marshal for me, please, at cone number 3. Cone number 3 for me, please. All right. I got Gavin Ocker here. Racers, we need you back from the line. It can't count you. You need to be back from the line. That's why we have you start back. All right. I have Marshall's in position. I need on number 4, I need Jim or Travis. He's covering for him. Okay. All right. I got everyone in position on the tone. Micah, Max, Micah, George, Hunter, Xavier, Beckett, Colton, Owen, Cameron, Maddie, Cole Huffmaster.
Transponder 4323217.
All right, here we have our novice racers. I have a transponder that's coming up as Gavin Ocker and Hunter Leitzel. Who would that be? Does anyone know? I have a transponder coming up.
Transponder 4323217.
Did I put... I think I did. Hunter Leitzel. Register.
Hunter Leitzel.
All right, Hunter's in. I think I accidentally put a Hunter Lucas in. This is race number 2, your novice racers. Race number 3 is up next. Race number 3 is up next. Aaron, Dan, Ethan, Colton, Greg, Chad, Wyatt, and Scott. Aaron, Dan, Ethan, Colton, Gage, Chad, Wyatt, and Scott. You are up next. I'm not going to be running this next race. Novice class is a great place for someone to come and be able to find out how to run, how they want to run, what classes they want to run. So it's a pretty cool opportunity if you're watching online and you're thinking, I don't want to go out and mess people up. I don't want to get in people's way. And you're younger, this is a great class for you. We actually have an 18 and over, 18 plus novice class. So if you're an adult that's watching this and you want to get into RC, there is a class just for you. That class will actually be running in a little while. But this is for all racers 18 years old and younger who are new to RC racing. The way it works is once you win 3 novice A main wins, then you bump out of that class into the class you're supposed to be racing with. So you can run a 2-wheel buggy in novice class. You can run a stadium truck in novice class, a short course truck in novice class, a 4-wheel buggy in novice class. You can run it all. And so once you would win, if you were driving a 4-wheel buggy and you'd win novice 3 times,
2 minutes
you would
left.
then bump into the actual 4-wheel drive buggy class. But that way it lets you get your feet wet, lets you get experience, and you don't have the nerves of being worried about messing people up. So it's a great option for you. We're at 1 minute and 45 left. Hunter is out front, followed by Xavier, Max, Cole, Maddie, Micah, Beckett, Cameron, Owen, George, and Colton. I think Cole accidentally maybe got something on the pipe. Has a pretty short lap, one of those laps, but maybe he was out front. I don't know. Might have been the first one to go. Race number 3, you are up next. Be ready, please. It's 1 minute remaining on your squares. Aaron, Dan, Ethan, Colton, Greg, Chad, Wyatt, and Scott. Be on your carpet squares, please. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute left.
So as we have Hunter out front, followed by Max, then Maddie, a close race for this one. The way this works, again, is the cars have little transponders in them. Those transponders emit a 7-number code. Here in front of the driver's stand, there is a striped checkered line. Underneath that line, there's a wire. And when the cars cross that wire, it catches the signal, sends it to the computer, and lets me know what lap pace they're running, how many laps they do. And the way it operates is there's 5 minutes to run as many laps as you can. And the most laps in the least amount of time is the way that it is scored. Right now, Hunter is on a 13-lap pace in 5 minutes and 11 seconds. 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Max is on a 13.523, so 13 laps in 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Maddie is on an 11-lap pace,
Hunter
5 minutes
Weitzel
and 7
done.
seconds. Hunter, you're done. You're done. When I call your name, please
Beckett
get your
Fisher
vehicle to off the track, please. Hunter, please make your way off the track, please.
Maddie Yoder done.
Maddie, you're done. Beckett, you're done. When I call your name, drivers, please
Cole
stop running.
Hoffmaster
Make your
done.
way off the track. Maddie,
Max
Cole, you're
Perkins
done.
done.
Max, you're done. Micah, you're done. And that's a wrap. Good race.
The race is complete.
Okay, I need you out there to marshal, please. So drivers that just went, come on up on the stand, Dan. Drivers that just went, please take your cars back to your table and make your way back out to marshal. I need Micah on cone 1, Max on 2, George on 3, Hunter on 4, Xavier on 5, Beckett on 6, please. Beckett, right there's bucket number 6. You can go to the side. I need Micah on 1, Max on 2, George on 3, Hunter on 4, Xavier on 5, Beckett on 6. As soon as you're there, we can go, racers.
Up next, race number 3.
All right, go ahead and check in,
17.52
drivers, for me.
wheel
Go ahead and
drive
check
buggy.
in.
Heat 1 of 3.
Check in, check in.
Scott Lenig,
All right.
Wyatt Nipple,
Ethan.
Ethan Hausman, Colton Bassler, Chad Leitzel,
Dan, did you
Gage
check in?
Gurley. Dan Myers.
All right. I have all my marshals in position. On the tone, Dan, it'll be you. Make sure you got a clear run. Hey, white buggy, can you move forward? There we go. On the tone, Dan. Ethan. Colton. Gage. Chad. Wyatt. Scott. All right. All right, this is race number 3. This is a 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy. So these are buggies, two-wheel drive in the rear, and a 17.5 motor. There's no timing advanced or boost or anything to be in the speed control. It's just a blinky speed control. If you're watching online, you probably have no idea what any of that means. But it's just a way to do stock racing so that it's equal and fair for everyone. Do you need a car? Hey, young man, do you need a car or a transponder? A car. Running orders, Dan, Gage, Ethan, Scott, Colton, Wyatt, and Chad. 1 minute, 30 seconds in. Dan Myers laying down a fast lap of 17 flat. Gage, a 16.6. Ethan Houseman now at top with a 16.5 fast lap, 16.5. Ethan Houseman running a 17.5. Gage running a 16.5. Gage, Dan, and Ethan in a very close running. Now, these are heats, so they're not running heads up. They're running against the clock. But the next heat of two-wheel drive buggy, you are up next. There's 3 minutes left in this race, 3 minutes left. So please start thinking about getting yourselves together. It's Gage, Dan, Ethan, Scott, Colton, Wyatt, Chad, and Aaron. Keep your eyes open, marshals. Out in front here, bud. Good hustle, good hustle. It's still Dan out front. Dan now dropping a 15.7 fast lap. A 15.7 fast lap for Dan. Two minutes remaining.
Left.
You heard him, 2 minutes remaining. So I need race number 4 getting ready to be on deck. And in about a minute, race number 4, you need to be on your carpet square starting spot. Don's on 1, Brad's on 2. Braden's on 3, Ryan's on 4, Don Cottle's on 5, Gavin's on 6, Jim Menace on 7, Travis McHenry on 8. 1:30 left. It's Dan, Gage, Ethan, Colton, Scott, Wyatt, Chad, and Aaron. So as you watch these cars go round, there's no like force feedback. There's no gyros that helps the car stay stable. Everything's hand-eye coordination, and it's an incredibly fun hobby to do. Something that you can develop skill with, and it's really cool in person. So if you're watching online and you ever want to come down to Richfield Raceway, we would love to have you join us. There's great food over in the kitchen tonight. We got some tasty enchiladas. I don't know if there's more of those or not, but they were amazing. In fact, I might have to get some more. About 40 seconds left on the master clock. I'll let you know when you're done. Dan, Gage, Ethan, Colton, Scott, Wyatt, and Chad. Dan still holding down the fast lap of a 15.7. Oh, watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, we got a busted one on the front. Just pull it off to the side, bud. Thank you, Ryan. Watch your feet. Go until you hear your name, racers. Go until you hear your name.
Colton Bassler done.
Colton, you are done.
Gage Hurley done.
Gage, you are done.
Ethan Houseman
Ethan,
done.
you're done. Dan, you're
Dan
done. When I
Myers
say your
done.
name, please go get your vehicle so you can make your way back out to Marshall, please. Dan, Gage, Ethan, Colton, you are done.
Scott
Please make
Lennick
your way
done.
off the driver's stand. Scott, you are done.
Chad
And
Leitzel
Chad,
done.
you are done.
All
Please
drivers are
put your
finished.
vehicles down and make your way
The
back
race
out to
is
Marshall.
completed.
I need Dan on 1, Ethan on 2, Colton on 3, Gage on 4, Chad on 5, and Wyatt on 6, please. Dan on 1, Ethan on 2, Colton on 3, Gage on 4, Chad on 5, Wyatt on 6, please. Come on up, drivers.
Up next, race number 4.
I got my marshals coming.
17.52 wheel drive buggy. Heat 2 of 3.
Scott, you're not
Jim
marshaling.
Manos.
I need Dan on 1, Ethan on 2, Colton on 3, Gage on 4, Chad on 5, Wyatt on 6, and we're going to go. I think I got everyone in position on the tone. Don, Brad, Braden, Ryan, Don Cottle, Gavin, Jim, Travis. Everyone's going. Next heat of 17.5 buggy. Next heat. This is race number 4. Once again, a stock two-wheel buggy, What that means is that it has a 17.5-point motor in it. It's two-wheel drive in the rear of the buggy. And front tires steer, but there's no drive on the front tires. They're a lightweight, very nimble buggy. As you're watching them go around the track, they're incredibly quick. What's amazing about these things is they're actually one of the slower motors that you can put into a buggy. Watch the front stretch. Watch the front stretch. All right, all clear. As they make their way around the track, we're about 1 minute in, about 4 minutes remaining. It's Don Hillard. What? Can you grab that car? What's the matter with it? All right. 3 minutes remaining. Hopefully it's not that battery. If it's not going at all, Braden, just pull it. Jeremy Kipp, are you out there, little Jeremy Kipp? Little Jeremy Kipp, you out there that you could run, or Josh Tittle. Josh Tittle, are you able to run this race for me so I can do some damage control over here? 2:30 left. Race number 5, you are on deck. Race number 5, you are on deck. Be ready, getting ready. Race number 5. Girth Brooks, Cole, Hudson, Cooper, Blaze, Marshall, Gavin, Nick, and Dwight, you are on deck. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left.
I have no clue. All right, we. $145. Gavin's still out front. working on that 20 lot 514. Don right behind him, working on 19,504. Jim right behind him with an 18,509. Travis working on a 16,501. Ryan 16,511. Brad 16,512. Don working on a 13,507. And Braden, unfortunately, is out due to injury. Close race between Brad and Ryan right now for that number 5-6 spot. Brad able to hold him off with about a minute to go. Gavin settling in for that number 1. Don right behind number 2. Jim 3. Travis 4.
1 minute
Ryan
left.
5 now. Brad 6. Don 7. Field kind of spread out pretty well. About a 4.5 second gap between Don and Gavin for that number 1 spot. About 30 seconds to go. Up next will be Heat 4, which is the second round of 17.5 two-wheel buggy. Sorry, Heat 3 of two-wheel buggy. So it's going to be Garth, Cole, Hudson, Cooper, Blaze, Marshall, Gavin, Nick, and Dwight. You guys are going to be up
Don Hillard
here.
done. Brad Zeckman done.
Brad,
Ryan
you're
Gamber
done. Ryan is done. Don is
Jim
done.
Meadows
Jim,
done.
you're done. Travis, you're
McHenry
done. Looking
Don Cottle
for
Gavin
Gavin.
Nipple done. All
Right.
drivers are finished.
That's
The
it.
race
Final
is
order: Gavin,
completed.
Don, Jim, Travis, Ryan, Brad, Don, Cottle, and Braden. So we need Gavin bucket 1, Don bucket 2, Jim on 3, Travis on 4. Wait, nope, sorry, that's wrong. It's gonna be Don Hillard on 1, Brad on 2, Braden, you're gonna be on 3, Ryan, you'll be on 4, Don Cotter on 5, and Gavin, you're on 6. Braden, are you gonna marshal or are you gonna? I don't know if you need to find a. All right.
Up next, race number 5. 17.52 wheel drive buggy.
Garth on the
Heat 3 of 3.
Garth Brooks on the tone. Cole, Hudson, Cooper, Blaze, Marshall, Gavin, Nick, Dwight. Minute shakedown. We got Nick out front, Dwight, Hudson, Gavin, Blaze, Garth, Cooper, Marshall, and Cole. And as I said, that Cooper moved up to that number 5 spot, pushing Blaze down to 6. Nick, Dwight, and Hudson all huddled together for that 1, 2, 3 spot. Gavin Yoder settling for that number 4 spot. Cooper settling to 5. Blaze and Marshall for that 6, 7 spot. Garth 8 and Cole number 9. Two minutes in, we got Nick, Dwight, Gavin, Cooper, Hudson, Blaze, Marshall, Garth, and Cole. Nick and Dwight still battling out for that number 1, 2 spot, both on an 18-lap pace. Cooper, Hudson, Blaze, and Gavin all close together for that 3, 4, 5, 6 spot right now. Dwight taking that number 2, holding out. Hudson, Cooper, and Gavin for 3, 4, 5. Blaze 6, Marshall 7, Garth 8, and Cole 9.
2 minutes left.
About a minute and 50 to go. Minute 50. What's that? Yeah, I was getting there. Oh, watch the front, watch the front. Marshall on the front. Minute 30, we got adult novice 18 plus. You're up next. So we need Sean Black, Ryan Gamber, Tim Messinger, Carter Bennett, Kurt Yoder, Greg Perkins, Michelle Nipple, and Sierra Hoffman. If you're out there, we need you on your spots, ready to go. We'll be running that race in about 1 minute. Nick, Dwight, Gavin,
left.
Hudson, Blaze, Cooper, Marshall, Girth, and Cole. Three and 4 battling out for that. Hudson now taking that number 3 spot. Gavin taking it right back. Everybody else kind of settling in with about 30 seconds to go. Nick and Dwight now battling for that number 1 spot. $15 to go. Nick, Dwight, Gavin, Hudson, Blaze, Cooper, Marshall, Garth, and Cole. Watch the front, watch the front. Front stretch. Clear.
Tyler Redlinger done.
Little help in the middle. Garth, you are done.
Gavin Yoder done.
Cole, you're done.
Cooper
Gavin
Taylor
is done. Cooper,
Hudson,
Hudson,
done.
and Marshall.
Marshall
Nick.
Imhoff done.
Looking for
Nick
Dwight
Cummings
and Blaze. Dwight and Blaze.
Blaze Malinowski done.
Still looking for Cole and Dwight.
Dwight Shelley done.
Cole didn't cross yet. Yeah, it just did. I don't.
The race is completed.
What was going on with that?
Up next, race number 6. Novice 18 plus. Heat 1 of 1.
All right, so I need Garth on 1, Cole on 2, Hudson 3, Cooper 4, Blaze 5, Marshall 6. Gavin, Nick, and Dwight, you got to pass for this round. Marshall, I need you on 6. Cole Hoffmaster, looking for you on 2. All right. Sean Black on the tone. Ryan, Tim, Carter, Kurt, Greg, Michelle, Sierra.
Transponder 1321921.
Michelle.
Michelle Nipple.
Watch front, watch front. Front clear. This is novice 18 plus. One minute in, this will be your 1 minute shakedown. We got Ryan, Sierra, Sean, Tim, Kurt, Carter, Greg, and Michelle. One, two, and three. No, actually, sorry. 2, 3, and 4. Sean, Tim, and Sierra always. Yeah. Ryan settling in for that number 1 spot. Sean settling to number 2. Sierra 3, Tim 4, Kurt 5, Greg 6, Carter 7, Michelle 8. Little help in the middle there. Once again, we got a battle for 2, 3, and 4 between Sierra, Sean, and Tim. Help in the front. Watch the front stretch. So it's Ryan, Sean, Tim, Sierra, Kurt, Carter, Greg, and
2 minutes
Michelle.
left.
This is your 2-minute warning. So up next will be stock 2-wheel drive short course. So we need Landon, Scott, Weston, Cooper, Rooster, and Jerry. You guys will be up next. So we need you out on your pads lined up. Still Ryan out front, Sean, Tim, Sierra, Kurt, Carter, Greg, and Michelle. With about 1:20 to go. Ooh, a little rough off the tabletop.
One minute left.
Minute to go. Ryan, Sean, Tim, Sierra, Kurt, Carter, Greg, and Michelle. I think Carter just pulled. About 40 seconds to go. So it's still Ryan, Sean 2, Tim 3, Sierra 4, Kurt 5, Greg 6, Michelle 7, Carter pulled.
Sean Black done.
Sean, you are done.
Greg Perkins done.
Sierra, Greg, you're
Hoffman
done. Ryan's done.
Ryan Gamber done. Kurt
Tim,
Yoder
you're done.
Tim Messimer done.
Michelle, you're still live. Michelle is still live.
The
Final
race is
order, Ryan,
completed.
Sean, Tim, Sierra, Kurt, Greg, Michelle, and Carter. Fancy LCRC body.
Up next, race number 7.
So we need Landon,
Stock
Scott,
2
Weston,
WD
Cooper, Rooster, and
SCT
Jerry.
1 of 2.
No laps, guys. No
Lyndon
laps.
Clayton. Weston Hoffman. Rooster.
Sean, you will be
Scott
on
Lennon.
1, Ryan 2, Tim 3, Carter 4, Kurt 5, Greg 6. You're all right, Greg. You're good. All right, Landon on the tone. Scott, Weston, Cooper, Rooster, Jerry. Oh, a little help there. Never mind. One minute in, we got Weston out front. Landon, Rooster, Scott, Cooper, and Jerry. Is there anybody here that can relieve me? I can relieve you in a minute. Are you up next? I'm on race 9, but I can relieve you. No. If you catch my drift. So it's Weston right now out front. You're fine. Weston, Rooster, Landon, Scott, Cooper, and Jerry battling for that number 2, 3 spot between Landon and Rooster. 2.5 in, 2 to go. Rooster holding Landon off. There's about a second between them, though. And Landon takes that number 2 spot, pushing Rooster back to 3. Scott 4. Cooper 5. Weston settling in for that number 1.
Yeah, Weston, like Josh said. Thanks, Josh.
2 minutes
Josh,
left.
one of our helpers, one of the many helpers that help a night like this go off. Thanks again for tuning in to Richfield Raceway. We're glad to have you join us. Weston's out front, followed by Landon, Rooster, Scott, Cooper, and Jerry. Looks like something happened to Jerry here. Is he out there, Jerry? Can you guys hear it okay? Do I need to? Yeah, he can jump in the next one. Is the house mic okay, or does it need turned up okay? Can you all hear me all right? I don't want it to be too loud. Check, check. All right, Weston, Rooster, Landon, Scott, Cooper, and Jerry. Will run Jerry in this next race. So again, this is stock
1 minute left.
two-wheel drive short course truck. It is a truck, two-wheel drive, only the rear wheels drive. Has a 13.5 motor in it or smaller. They can run a 13.5. And the way it works in RC is the lower the number. So if you have a 21.5 compared to a 17.5, the 17.5 is going to be faster. And then if you have a 17.5 compared to a 13.5, 13.5 will be faster. It has to do with the winds in the motor. And so the lower the wind, the faster the motor spins. So this is a 13.5. If you were watching earlier, you would see we had stock buggies running, and the stock buggies run a 17.5 motor. 15 seconds left. Race number 8, you need to be on deck. Race number 8 on deck, please. And Jerry T. Race number 8 on deck, and Jerry T. As they come across the line, we'll see how they do. Run, run, run.
Scott Lennick done.
Scott, you're done. Landon, you're done.
Clayton done.
Rooster, you're done.
Weston Hoffman
Weston,
done.
you're done. Going to need a volunteer marshal here,
Rooster
too.
done.
If I could get a volunteer marshal on 6, please. I need one volunteer on 6.
Cooper
Do I have a
Taylor
taker
done.
on 6?
All drivers are finished.
You can look. I had to literally take the 4 millimeters off of the old one to put in your mod. Look in the top of the case. Like, I did look in the top. I don't have any. Check with those dudes over there. They might have them. Thank you, Owen. I need Landon on 1, Scott on 2, Weston on 3, Cooper on 4, Rooster on 5, please.
Transponder 76416558. The race is completed.
I don't know. You'll have to check the. Here, you can hang these up. Do I have my
Up
marshals in
next,
position?
Race number 8. Stock 2
All right.
WDSCT
On the
Heat
tone,
202.
on the tone,
Jason
Connor.
Houseman. Don
Y'all ready?
Cottle. Jerry Tobias. Walrus.
All right, on the tone. Can those two, are you, Connor, Jason, Walrus, Travis, Mason, Brad, Don, Jerry T. Here they go. Race number 8 off. Race 9 on deck. Race 9 on deck. It's Jason, Travis, Mason, Connor. We'll let it shake down here. What's another heat of stock two-wheel drive truck? Stock two-wheel drive truck. That means they have a 13.5 motor, two-wheel drive in the back. And what'll happen is the computer tracks these times. We'll see who gets the most laps in the least amount of time. And the next round, there'll be a resort, and those who ran faster in this round will run with those who ran faster. And often they'll call it the A main or the B main sort. Sometimes if a class is larger, you have a C main or a D main sort. So we will see what's going on. Right now, Weston Huffman is TQ in this, but Jason Houseman wants to challenge that. Weston had an 18.5 flat. Woo! Blistering, almost a 19-lap pace. Jason at a 18.503, so currently Jason only 3 seconds off. Travis McHenry laying down a 16 flat fast lap. Jason a 16.2. Jerry T a 16.4. Mason a 16.9. Walrus a 17.9. Brad a 19 flat. Connor a 21. And Don a 22. Jason Houseman still out front. Houseman currently on TQ pace, so if you see him, make room for him. I'll try to let you know where he is. If you see Jason Houseman coming on you, make room for him. He's currently on a TQ pace. Mason Schaefer crossing the line. Travis McHenry crossing the line. Walrus crossing the line. Jerry T crossing the line. Houseman, the all-orange ride, going along the long tabletop, now at a 19.516 on a TQ pace. Jerry T on a 18.505. Travis on an 18.511. Watch trouble in the middle, trouble in the middle. Thank you, Owen. Good marshaling, dude. If you're watching online and you're wondering what it means to be a marshal, they are the guys out there that are helping flip, well, guys and girls, out there helping flip over the vehicles. A marshal is a racer from a previous race that is assigned to come and help flip cars. That's how the race night goes. Travis McHenry coming up, or Jason Houseman coming up through. Walrus giving him a little bit of love, letting him know he's there. Jason on an 18.505 now. Travis crossing the line with a 17.5 flat. Travis, you only need 28 hundredths to get on an 18-lap pace. You got this, man. Nose down, bore down. 1 minute 29 remaining. Nice corner, Travis. 1 minute 29 remaining. Ooh, Jason getting a little lucky with the rear end grab, but he made it. Jerry T wanting a piece of Jason. 18.504 for Jason, 18.507 for Jerry, 18.515. 1 minute remaining. I need race number 9 on deck. Race number 9 on deck. Stock two-wheel drive. No, excuse me.
1 minute left.
Mod two-wheel buggy. Mod two-wheel buggy. You are on deck. Braden Benner, are you running mod two-wheel? Braden Benner, you running mod two-wheel? "30 seconds left. It's Jason, Jerry, Travis, Mason, Walrus, Brad, Connor, and Don. If you're watching online, you're watching Richfield Raceway. We're located in Richfield, Pennsylvania. We race most of the winter long. We have a race this Friday night that you're watching right now, November the 10th. Next Friday night, November 17th. And then we have our special Saturday race, November 18th. We'd love to have you come join us. You can come watch, spectate if you want to. Come and race if you'd like to. We're a place where racers of all spectrums
Connor
and
Clayton
ages
done.
and talents can come and enjoy a good night. Connor, you're done.
Jason Houseman done.
Jason, you're done. Don, you're... No, keep going. Travis, you're
McHenry
done. You're done. You're done. It got you.
Jerry Tobias done.
Jerry T, you're done.
Mason Schaefer done.
Mason, you're done. Walrus,
Walrus
Brad.
done. Brad Zeckman done. Don Cottle done. All
right,
drivers are
racers,
finished.
grab your vehicles, please.
The
Make your
race
way
is
back out to
completed.
Marshall.
Up next, race number 9.
Once they're off, come on up. Race number
13.5 Stadium Truck.
9,
Heat
Stadium
1 of
Truck.
1.
Braden Benner, are you out there? Braden Benner. All right, I need my marshals from that last race, please. I need Connor on 1, Jason on 2, Walrus on 3, Travis on 4, Mason on 5, Brad on 6, please.
Jumper.
Get your mod together. Your mod ready. No, run the mod in the mod. I want to see how it does.
Jim Manos.
Just run it.
Race Smart.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Marshals. Thank you, Mason. Fancy footwork, sir. Jerry T laying down a 16-4. Jumper a 16-2. Jim a 22-1. Ray a 26. Wes a 34. I don't think Huddy's counting. I will do my best to hand count him. Make sure to check your transponder, Huddy. To hand count means I got to score them since they don't have a transponder in. Huddy in the black and silver. It's Jerry T, Jumper, Huddy, Jim, Ray, Wes, and Josh. Watch the front stretch. Stay high on the front stretch. Front stretch, front stretch. Is there a marshal on 1? All right, this is Stadium Truck. As you can see, these are also running a 13.5 motor. They are two-wheel drive as well, but they have a slightly different chassis with different tires. As you can see, their tires are sticking out. They're a little puffier. They have really good suspension, but having the bigger tires can make them a little wobbly. So we're about halfway through the race. We got Jerry T, Jumper, Jim, Huddy, Ray, Wes, and Josh. That's your order. We got race number 10 on deck. Race number 10, be ready. Mod two-wheel drive buggy is on deck, please. 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Not easy hand counting, but doing my best for you. For Huddy, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Got Jerry T, Jumper, Jim, Huddy, Ray, Wes, and Josh as these guys race around the track. Again, they are not racing each other per se. Right now, they're just trying to lay down their best laps, best time. It is a qualifier, so it finds out where they seed when it comes to the mains, whether they'll make the A main, the B main, or the like. Jerry T laying down a 14.8. Huddy laid down a 14.6 just now. Watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch. One minute remaining.
Left.
I need race number 10 on deck. Braden, Gavin, Nick, Aaron, Scott, and Gage. I need you on your starting spot, please. If you just heard your name, I need you on your starting spot for mod two-wheel buggy, please. 45 seconds remaining. 45 seconds remaining. Jumper out front, followed by Jim Huddy. Oh, that was ridiculous. I don't know what just happened, but that was spectacular. Did anyone catch that? They were a mile high. I don't know what the world that was. Hey, Nathan, if you can hear me, mark that as a timestamp on that. I wanna get a clip of that. That was I need to, like, that needs to become a reel. Was that Huddy? That launched like that? Dude, hey, you gotta check your transponder. Did you forget it?
Wes Rickenbaugh done.
Wes, you're done. Wes, you're done. Everyone else is still live.
Jim Mano's done.
Jim, you're done.
Josh Tittle done.
Josh, you're done.
Jumper done.
Hudson, you're done. And Ray
Hudson Rickenbaugh done.
is done. That's a wrap.
The race is completed.
All right, racers, you know the drill. Grab your car, take it back to the table area. This is race number 10.
Up next, race number 10.
Mod two-wheel
Mod
buggy.
Two-wheel drive buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
We have a spring. Spring has sprung. It is a red spring. It looks like it's either broke or clipped. Let's race. All right. We got Braden, Gavin. I need on my marshalling spots, please. I need Wes on 1, Josh Tittle on 2, Jerry T on 3, Ray on 4, Jim on 5, Huddy on 6, please. Wes on 1, Josh on 2, Jerry 3, Ray 4, Jim 5, Huddy 6. Drivers, go ahead and check in, please. Gently check in.
Braden Benner. Gavin Yoder. Nick Cummings.
All
Scott
right,
Leonard.
I got everyone checked in.
Gage Hurley.
I got Ray. I got Josh is on 2. Is someone on 1? I can't see 1. All right, on the tone, Braden Benner. Gavin, Nick, Scott, Gage. Help him in the middle, watch in the middle, watch in the middle, trouble in the middle. All right, now, mod two-wheel buggy. These buggies are two-wheel drive as well. They can run any motor that they want in there. It could be a 17.5. It could be a 13.5, 10.5, 8.5. They could drop that thing down to a 2.5 if they wanted to. So as you're watching this, these buggies really technically should be faster, although many racers here, they run a similar stock motor in their mod buggy, so may not always notice drastic lap time difference. But where there's a little bit a higher competition level, you'll notice the mod buggy drivers run insane motors in there. Here at Richfield Raceway, we love to race, so maybe a little more lenient on some things than some. I think at some tracks, actually, like mod buggy, you must run a mod engine. But it's amazing on a smaller track compared to outdoors. This is a smaller track. Indoor, it's a pretty good sized track for an indoor track. But in an outdoor track, you definitely notice the advantage of mod. But on indoor, because the track's a little smaller, mod times generally are better, but there's just only so much motor you can use. So you'll notice there's a little bit of a not a huge variance between lap times between mod and stock. It really comes down to driver skill and how much power they can put down at one time. Braden Benner's out front. His fast lap is a 15.3. Now Nick Cummins out front with a 15.1, a 15.1 fast lap. 15-1 for Nick. That is blistering, man. You're going to see 14s. I can feel it. How does I feel it in my bones. So, Mod two-wheel buggy. Up next is Race 11 Mod Short Course. Race 11 Mod Short Course, you are up next. Be ready. Yes, Braden, that was a 14.6. What? What just happened there? You shaved like a second off your lap time. It's beautiful. He probably is. He's allowed to run timing in this class, although there's not timing in it. He broke in his heat race, and I told him to run his mod buggy, but he said, no, I want to run my stock buggy to get practice in. So Braden's running his stock buggy. Curse of the announcer. That was him barrel rolling on the left-hand side of the track to the viewer. I don't know. The cheater motor's not turning out so hot for him, Don. I might have to put the legit one back in for him. I did give him a little better speed control. I will say that. His was getting, I don't know if, how low of a turn can you put on a just stock? How low of a turn motor can you put on a just stock? 10.5, okay. Without a fan. 13.5 without a fan.
1 minute left.
What's that? Yeah, for a little. Yeah, that's a good point, Don. We'll try that next race. How low can you go? We'll play the limbo with the turn of the motor. So 1 minute left, mod two-wheel short course. 1 minute left, mod two-wheel short course. We have Braden, Gavin, Nick, Gage, Scott, and Aaron. Gavin Yoder out there just taking care of business, kind of staying consistent. This kid has made a radical improvement from last season till now. His outdoor season looked really good. Nick looking really good out there. Some really close racing. Braden has dropped a 14.6, a 14.9, and a 14.8 last lap. That last one, though, 17.6. Braden going for the greedy shortcut, but it's taken its toll from him.
Braden Benner done.
Braden Benner, you're done.
Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin, you're done.
Nick Cummings
Nick,
done.
you're done.
Gage Hurley
Gage,
done.
you're done. Help him out. He's live. He's live. He's live. That one upside down's live. Race number 11, please be on your starter squares. Race number 11, please be
Scott
on your
Leonard
starter
done.
squares. Scott, well done.
All
you are
drivers
done.
are finished.
Braden, Gavin,
race is
Nick,
completed.
Gage, and Scott is your finishing order there. Yeah, you got to work.
Up
But
next,
that was good.
Race number 11. Mod SCT Heat 1 of 2. Don Cottle.
All right, racers, check in, but
Landon
don't take
Clayton.
laps. Do not take laps.
Chase
Just
Fisher.
check in, please.
Jace Arnold.
Check in and head back, please. Check in
Weston
and head
Hoffman.
back, please. All right,
Jason
racers, I need Braden on 1, Gavin on 2, Nick on 3, Scott on 4, Gage on 5, and can I get a volunteer on 6? A volunteer on 6, please. Just one, please. Just one, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, young men. We appreciate volunteers. You're taking 4, Ryan? Okay. All right. And I got everyone on the tone. Weston, Jason, Jace, Landon, the Don, Chase. All right, as they run around the track, this is mod short course again, so they can run timing, boost, whatever size motor they want. This is a two-wheel drive vehicle, the same exact chassis as the stock short course. If you were watching earlier, you'll see the same exact chassis, some even the same exact body. In many ways, they run the same motor. Again, what that tells you is Mod Short Course is fast. Oh, man. Who is that? Weston. Oh, that's Weston and Jason having a little fun out there. A good race to watch here is the blue and white and orange. They'll be on the right-hand side of your screen coming along the backstretch, which is the section closer to the viewer. Headed back up towards the driver's stand they go, the blue and white and the orange. Blue and white is Weston. Orange is Jason. Here they come. Jason laying down a 16-1. Weston a 16-4. Landon Clayton a 16-1. Chase a 20. Don a 23. Jace Arnold a 25. Oh, help in the middle, help in the middle, help in the middle. Watch the shortcut, watch the shortcut. Tis a flesh wound. Oh, we got a slipper clutch that sounds like it is. It's eating itself for dinner, I think. 3 minutes remaining, 3 minutes remaining. We have race number 12 on deck. Race number 12, please be ready. You are on deck. Jason Hausman still out front. Now they've dropped it down to a 15, but Weston Huffman laying down the better fast lap of 15.5. Jason, now Weston on top. Weston with a 19.509. Curse of the announcer. Sorry, Weston. Everyone look away. His truck gets bashful when it's talked about. We'll talk about something else, like Lucky Charms and leprechauns. Yeah, I know, Lucky Charms. See, that soothes your soul. It's frosted Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. There you go, Weston. That's just for you. We got Weston, Jason, Landon, Don, Chase, and Jace. That's the running order. Race number 12, you are on deck. Race number 12, you are on deck. If you are not ready, you need to be ready. You need to be on your starter square in less than a minute. Less than a minute, you need to be on your starter square. This is Mod Short Course, a short course platform. Nice corner, Jason. A Mod Short Course is a modified engine with any speed control, any servo, any tire. Weston trying to play a little piggyback there. Jason trying to settle back in to see if he can reel him in. Here they go. Around the track they go. Orange trying to reel in the white and blue on the right-hand side as the viewer looks at the left-hand side of the track. 1 minute remaining, 1 minute remaining. Race number 12, you need to be on your starter squares, please. Race number 12, on your starter squares, please. It's Weston, Jason, Landon, Don, Chase, and Jace. Jace broke out. Oh, Jason getting it wrong. It's gonna. Ooh, that was wow. Surprised you made that. Looked like one wheel was hanging off the. I'm not sure we could reduplicate that. That was nice. Over the short double he goes. Weston, the blue and white, going over the long tabletop in the back. Oh, you couldn't take that seat. Oh man, if you had gotten that shortcut, that might have been your best lap yet, Weston. Jason, you're done.
Don Cottle done.
Don, you're done.
Weston Hoffman done. Landon Clayton done.
I'll just count you done there, Chase.
Chase Fisher done. All drivers are finished.
All right, drivers, please take your cars back to your tables, put them down, and come back out to
12.
Marshall, please.
Mod SCT.
I need Weston on 1, Jason on 2, Jace Arnold on 3, Landon on 4, Don on 5, Chase Fisher on 6, please. Come on up, drivers. Come on up, drivers. Thank you, Gavin. Mod short course, mod short course. Looks like there's going to be a one sort. You guys are getting a little extra room for your mains.
Travis
We might
McHenry,
condense that
Jerry
down.
Tobias, Gavin Yoder, Mason Schaefer.
All right. Do I have my marshals in position? Who's on 3? Jace Arnold on 3, please. Jace, if you're not sure where that is, it's over here on my left-hand side underneath the TV by the basketball hoops, please. I need Jace Arnold on 3. I got Chase on 6. I got Don on 5. I got Landon Clayton. Is he on 4 behind me? Yes, he is. Jason Houseman on 2. Yeah, and on 1. Just waiting on Jace Arnold. Is he out there? Jace Arnold? Jace Arnold? Might be fixing his car. Can one of you, Hunter, thank you. All right, on the tone, Ray, Gavin, Jerry T, Travis, Mason, Scott. This is race number 12. After this race, we will do a resort and get the next heat running. Travis McHenry came up with a pretty good idea. One of these nights, we're going to do a single qualifier with double A mains. So we'll do like we'll do qual points to determine the main winner is what we'll do. So we'll do a qualifier with qual points. Or we could just do the whole night with qual points. I'll have to think that through, how that would work logistically. Jerry T, then Travis. All right. Here they come. Race number 12. It's Jerry T by Travis, Mason, Gavin, Scott, and Ray. Is Ray broke out on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ray, for some reason, Ray's not counting. Oh, Jerry T, that was a nice move, man. Two minutes in, 3 minutes remaining. Now Travis taking over that top spot from Jerry T, followed by Mason, Scott, Gavin, and Ray. All right, I'm going to try to... Which one is Ray? That's Scott Lennon crossing the line. That's Gavin. Mason. All right. See here. I think I got Ray on the green. There goes Gavin. There goes Travis. There goes Jerry T and Ray. All right, Ray, I'm doing my best to hand count you. Help on the front stretch, please. Help him on the front stretch. Watch. Oh, nice. Fancy footwork, dude. Well done. Thank you. Tonight, we have actually a couple of our regulars are missing. We're pretty pumped. We have 93 entries tonight. So thanks for all those who came out and made it a really great night. Last week we had 132 entries, which is the most we've ever seen in the history of our track. But tonight, a couple of our regulars not able to be with us, just got other stuff on their plate. But to all you who helped make this happen, my videographers in the back, the people in the kitchen, all those on the setup team, Jeremy Kipp helping me build ramps. Thank you so much to him. Thanks to Nathan Brubaker and Calvin for making it look good back there. And we're so grateful to them. We'd always love to invite you to come out and join us on a Friday night. If you want to check something new out, something maybe you haven't seen before, come on down to Richfield Raceway. We have great food. It's amazing. And just a nice laid-back environment, a lot of fun to watch racing. And maybe you're like, I'm not really into racing. I'd say come check out RC Racing. You don't know until you check it out. It's amazing what these drivers do with these cars. And it's all hand-eye coordination and depth perception and practice. And basically anything you can do to a real car as far as adjusting camber and toe and ride height and all those things, you can make all those adjustments to these cars. And all those adjustments affect the way that it handles. So it's pretty amazing. We have most of you are close to on your last lap. We'll see how it goes here when you come around. Travis, you're done.
Jerry
T, you're done. Scott, you're still alive, dude. Keep going, Scott. Go, go, go. Mason, you're done.
Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin, you're done. Ray, you're done. Just looking for Scott.
Scott Lennig done. Race Smart done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that's a wrap. We're going to get the next round resorted and ready to go.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Up next, race number 1. 17.52 wheel drive buggy. Heat 1 of 3. Up next, race number 1. Stock 4 wheel drive buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
We don't have any scheduled. All right, Mod 4-wheel, you know you're up first. Mod 4-wheel, you know you're up first. So get yourselves together, please. Racers, please, racers. All racers off the track, please. All racers off the track, please. I need stock Four-wheel drive, please. Stock four-wheel drive is up, please. Not for this race, but the next one.
Aaron Benner.
Braden, I think it just said my name. Here you go, dude. Go hang those up. Heat sheets are coming, drivers. Heat sheets are coming right now. Braden, when you have a chance, delete transponder. Delete transponder. Braden, can you cross the line for me, please?
Braden Benner.
All right, Braden, that's enough. No laps. Thank you. Hunter, when you're done hanging those up, if you could come get the rest of these sheets for me, please. All right. I need Aaron, Don, Travis, Gavin, Jim, Dwight, Blaze, Marshall, Braden, and Jumper, please. And then Josh Tittle, are you able to run this first race, or are you busy? You're good? I need to go get some paper. My marshals are Scott, Gavin, Ray, Don, Chase, and Jace. Scott, Gavin, Ray, Don, Chase, and Jace, you are my marshals for this race, please. Here's your marshals right here. They're back on the back of the table.
You're one.
I will be. I'm ready.
All right, I need my marshals.
Travis McHenry.
No laps, guys. No laps. You can check
Jim
in.
Manos.
It's no laps.
Don Hillard. Gavin Nipple. Marshall Imhoff. Blaze Malinowski. Dwight Shelley.
I need Scott on 1, Gavin 2, Ray 3, Don 4, Chase 5, Jace 6. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think he built them pretty sturdy this year. Where are my marshals? Ray, Smart, number 3. Scott, I think you're technically supposed to be on 1.
Can I go to you to marshal?
I'm looking for these guys right now. Three, that works. 2. I got somebody on 1. Jace Arnold, where you at? Jace Arnold, where you at? Need you on 6. Jace Arnold. I need. And then, well, Scott's technically here on 5. Chase Fisher, are you out there? I need you on. There's Chase. Yeah, I think so. Is this somebody on 1? I need you on. Just go down to 1. You and Scott are technically flipped. Works for me. As long as somebody's on. All right. So there's no Aaron, so technically, Don, you're on tone. Don. Travis. Gavin. Jim. Dwight. Blaze. Marshall. Braden. Jumper. Not a good start for Braden. Oh, little help in the middle. Watch the middle there. Minute 20 in, Gavin's out front, followed by Travis, Jim, Dwight, Blaze, Don, Marshall, and Braden. Now Gavin taking out that number 1 spot. Travis 2. Dwight 3, Jim 4, Don 5. Blaze 6, Marshall 7. Aaron out. Braden had to pull. Jumper didn't make it. Oh, hey. Two and a half in, 2.5 to go. Gavin out front. Travis 2. Don now moving up to 3. Jim 4. Blaze 5. Marshall 6. Dwight had to pull. Braden had to pull. Aaron didn't make it. And Jumper didn't make it.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. As the field sort of settles in. We have about a 5-second gap between the leader and number 2. So it's Gavin, Travis, Don, Jim, Blaze, and Marshall. Gavin and Travis on 13. Don and Jim are on 12. Blaze on lap 10. Marshall on lap 9. Travis and Gavin getting close now. Trying to use this last minute to catch up to Gavin for that number 1 spot. Aaron has the TQ of 20 lap
1 minute left.
22. Gavin right now has a 20 lap 5:01. So it's possible to take that TQ from Aaron, but we won't know that until 45 seconds. As I said that, he shaved off another second. So now he's at 21.514. Seconds ago. We need Novice Heat 2. Novice Heat 2. You should be on deck. Hunter, Max, Maddie, Cole, Micah, Beckett, Xavier, Owen, Cameron, Colton, George, and Hunter. You guys should be on deck for Novice Heat 1. That is the second race up. This will be your final laps, guys.
Travis McHenry done.
Travis, you are
Gavin
done.
Nickel done.
And
Don
then at the
Hiller
last
done.
second, Travis takes the #1 spot. Don, you are done.
Jim Manos done.
Jim, you are done.
Blaze Malinowski done.
Blaze, you are done. So, Travis,
The
you
race is
finished with a
completed.
20-lap 5:03.657. Gavin finished with a 20-lap 5:03.936. Very, very close.
Up next, race number 2. Novice. Heat 1 of 1.
Ken?
Cole Hoffmaster. George Santa.
Okay.
Owen Spriggle. Hunter Leitzel.
All right, we need you to back up a little bit there. You guys are really close to the starting line.
Max Perkins.
2. I'm not sure who's supposed to be on 3. Oh, Gavin. Okay. I don't know. I told them to back up. They do need to back up. Thanks, Chase. All right, Hunter Leitzel on the tone. Everybody else, wait till your name is called. Max, Maddie, Cole, Micah, Beckett, Xavier, Owen, Cameron, Colton, George, Hunter. That didn't sound good. We 1 minute in, we got Hunter out front, followed by Owen, Maddie, Cole, Xavier, Max, George, and Micah and Cameron. 2.5 in, 2.5 to go. Hunter, Owen, Maddie, Cole, Xavier, Micah, George, Max, and Cameron.
Two minutes left.
One minute in, 1 minute to go. Hunter, Owen, Maddie, Cole, Xavier, George, Micah, and Max, Cameron. All kinds of chaos out there.
1 minute left.
1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Heat 1 of two-wheel drive buggy. You will be up next. Have your cars ready and lined up. On the squares, Hudson, Blaze, Ryan, Brad, Ethan, Cooper, Colton, and Scott. You'll be running in about 30 seconds. Yes. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do that. Okay. You're good. Yeah. They just want to.
Hunter Leitzel done.
Because they're still working on his buggy, I guess. That's. Hunter, you are done.
Cameron Beeler done. Micah Hoffman done. Cole Hoffmaster done.
Cole, you're done. Micah,
George
you're
Santa
done. Cameron,
done.
you're done. George is
Owen
done.
Spriggle
Xavier's done. Just looking for
Xavier
Matty
Santa
Yoder
done.
yet. Everybody else, you
Matty
are
Yoder
done.
All drivers are finished.
That's it. Oh, sorry. Colton got 8.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right. Put down your...
Up next, race number 3.
But
17.52
your
wheel
trucks
drive
ain't go
buggy.
out and marshal there, novice.
Heat 1 of 3. Cooper Taylor. Colton Bassler.
All right.
Ethan Hausman. Brad Zeckman. Scott Lenig.
How do I know where they... Okay, so it is the car number. Yeah, the car number. Okay. So I need Hunter on 1. Max will be on 2. Maddie on 3. Colt on 4. Micah will be on 5. And Beckett, I need you on 6. Where's Beckett? I need you on bucket 6, buddy. Or I need a volunteer, somebody. 2 is supposed to be Max Perkins. Hudson on the tone. Hudson, Blaze, Ryan, Brad, Ethan, Cooper, Colton, Scott. Oh, yeah. It is. Little hope, Marshall. Yeah, we need to talk to them about that. They need to get back to their bucket. They can't be. Minute in, it's Blaze, Ethan, Scott, Brad, Colton, Cooper, and Ryan. That's your 1 minute shakedown. On deck will be Marshall, Garth, Don, Chad, Wyatt, Cole, Braden, and Aaron. You guys will be up on deck. Marshall. Okay. Good luck. Hopefully you will fare better than I did. Ooh, coffee. Coffee with a lot of milk in it. Two and a half in, 2.5 to go. Blaze, Ethan, Brad, Cooper, Scott, Colton, and Ryan. Scott and Colton battling for that 5-6 spot. Everybody else is pretty much settled into their positions. Blaze on lap 9. Ethan, Brad, and Cooper on lap 8. So is Colton, Scott, and Ryan. They're just hitting lap 8s.
2 minutes left.
About 2 minutes to go. Now Ryan and Scott battling for that 6-7 spot. Cooper trying to sneak into that number 3 spot from Brad. Colton getting to that 5-6-7 mix now. I think Ryan pushed up to 5, Colton 6, Scott 7. Little help, little help. Minute to go, minute to go. Cooper taking that number 3 spot, pushing Brad to 4.
1
Colton
minute
5.
left.
Scott and Ryan still battling for that 6-7 spot. About 25 seconds to go. Colton still trying to get that number 4 spot back from Brad. Ryan and Scott still battling that 6 and 7 spot. Colton takes number 4, pushes Brad back down to 5. about 8 seconds ago. Blaze, Ethan, Colton, or sorry, Blaze, Ethan, Cooper, Colton, Brad, Scott, and Ryan.
Ryan Gamber done.
Ryan, you're done.
Cooper Taylor done.
Cooper, you're
Ethan
done.
Hausman
Ethan
done.
and Blaze, you're done.
Blaze Malinowski done. Colton Bassler done.
Colton, Brad, you're done.
Brad
Just looking
Zeckman
for
done.
Scott.
Scott
There
Lennox
it is.
done.
So
All
the final
drivers
order
are
is
finished.
Blaze, Ethan, Cooper, Colton, Brad, Scott, and Ryan.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 4. 17.52 wheel drive buggy. Heat 2 of 3.
So I need Marshall, Garth, Don, Cottle, Chad, Wyatt, Cole, Braden, and Aaron.
Marshall Imhoff.
On the buckets, I need
Chad Leitzel. Wyatt Nipple. Cole Hoffmaster. Braden Benner.
Yes. You are. I'm not sure who's supposed to be on bucket 1, because Brad, you're on bucket 4.
Okay, don't. So here,
I'm assuming I just bumped.
if you're just to make it easy on yourself.
That works.
Next to heat sheet, and it's right there.
Oh, okay.
So bump
So-
them down. Blaze 1, Ryan. Just do
Yeah.
it that way.
Aaron Benner.
All right. So it's supposed to be Blaze 1, Ryan 2, Brad 3, Ethan 4, Cooper 5, and Colton 6. 6 is there. All right. On the tone, Marshall, Garth, Don, Chad, Wyatt, Cole, Braden, Aaron.
Transponder 8964898.
One minute shakedown. We got Braden out front right now. Aaron, Garth, Marshall, Wyatt, Don, Chad, and Cole. Wyatt now taking that number 3. Garth falling back to 4. Chad taking that number 5. Don pushing Don back to 6. Marshall right on his tail. It'll help. So if this you see the Yoo-Hoo buggy, that is your leader. So let him around. Oh, it'll help there.
2 minutes left.
Still Braden, Aaron, Garth, Marshall, Wyatt, Chad, Don, and Cole. You are on lap 13. Your pace is on an 18.501.
1 minute left.
You have the fast lap of a 14.905. Actually, now you're on an 18.5 flat, so you cut a few seconds off. Still Braden, Aaron, Marshall, Garth, Wyatt, Chad, Don, and Cole. Garth trying to get that number 3 spot back from Marshall. Final laps, guys. This will be your final laps.
Marshall Imhoff done.
Marshall, you are
Braden
done.
Benner done.
Braden, you're
Don
done.
Tuttle done.
Don, you're done.
Tyler
Garth, you're
Redlinger
done.
done.
Wyatt, you're done.
Aaron
Aaron's
Benner
done.
done.
Still looking for Chad and Cole.
Wyatt
Chad
Nickel
and
done.
Cole, you're still live.
Cole Hoffmaster done.
That's
Chad
it.
Leitzel done.
Final
All
order,
drivers
Braden,
are
Aaron,
finished.
Marshall, Garth, Wyatt, Don, Chad, and Cole.
The race is completed.
And I forgot to announce the next race, but looks like you guys are already on deck, so good job on your part for being ready.
Can I be one of the guys on 6? I mean 5? Can I be anyone?
Well, let me see.
All right.
Can I be on one though?
I need Marshall's.
Can I be on one?
Marshall on 1, Girth on 2, Don on 3, Chad on 4, Wyatt on 5, Cole on 6, please. Need you out there.
Up next, race number 5. 17.52 wheel drive buggy. Heat 3 of 3.
Are you there, Marshalls? Yeah, I see you. I see you. All right. On the tone, Gavin, Don, Jim, Nick, Dan, Dwight, Travis, Gage, Gavin. Wes, will Huddy make the next one?
36834.
Is Huddy in the next one? No. Okay.
Hudson Rickenbaugh.
Got you. All right. It's Don, then Gavin, Nick, Gavin Yoder, Jim, Hudson, Gage, Travis, Dan, and Dwight. Don and Gavin in a really good battle out there. Don in the orange and white. Gavin traditionally in the all orange. Nick in the bright yellow. Jim Manos, I believe, in a white and blue scheme normally. Looking for him here. There goes Nick. There goes Jim now in the white and blue across the start-finish line. Gavin Yoder getting it wrong in the middle. Watch after the small double on the left-hand side, drivers. Watch. All clear. .240 left. Gavin on a 25.01. Don on a 25.07. Nick on a 19.503. Jim on a 19.509. Travis on an 18.509. Gage on a 17.5 flat. Dan on a 17.512. Dwight on a 17.515. Dan on a 16.5 flat. Gavin Yoder on a 16.504. And Huddy on a 15.513. Watch trouble in the front. All clear, all clear. Looks like Jim's having a problem. He's got a pull. Race number 6, you are on deck. Race number 6, you are on deck.
2 minutes
Novice
left.
18 plus, you are on deck. In less than a minute, novice 18 plus, you need to be on your starter squares. It's Gavin, Nipple, Don, Nick, Jim, Travis, Gage, Dan, Dwight, Gavin Yoder, and Huddy. Don laying down a 14.7 that last lap, his fastest lap. No, he tops it that time, a 14.6. Gavin Nipple, a 14.5 last lap. Fast lap. Nick Cummins, a 15.3. Travis, a 15.2. Dan, a 15.8. Dwight, a 15.4. Gage, a 15.5. Gavin Yoder, a 14 flat. Huddy, a 15.5. And Jim Manos, a 14.8.
One minute left.
Anytime you walk in front of this driver's stand, get low and walk slow so you don't distract the drivers, okay? All right. What, bud? Okay. All right. About 30 seconds. It's Gavin, Don, Nick, Travis. Gavin still on a 25.02 pace. Don on a 19.503 pace. Nick on a 19.509 pace. Travis on an 18.507. Dan on a 17.5 flat. Dwight on a 17.506. Gavin on a 17.510. Gage on a 17.512. Huddy on a 16.513. And Jim.
Gavin Nipple done. Don Hillard done.
Thank you, Gavin. You are done. Don, you are done. As I call your name, you're done.
Nick
Please.
Cummings done.
Nick and Travis, you're done.
McHenry done. Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin Yoder, done.
Dwight Shelley done.
Dwight Gage, you're
Gurley
done. Huddy, you're
Hudson
done.
Rickenbaugh done.
Dan, you're done. That's a wrap, racers.
Dan
Please
Myers
grab
done.
your vehicles. Make your way out
All
to the track
drivers
to
are
marshal. If you were on carpet
The
1
race
through
is
6, you're
completed.
marshaling. Carpet 1 through
Up
6,
next,
you
race
are
number
marshaling.
6.
So I need Gavin
Novice
on
18
1,
plus.
Don Hillard on 2,
Heat
Jim
1 of
Manis on 3, Nick Cummins on 4, Dan Myers on 5, Dwight on 6.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Starting block.
Tim Messimer. Kurt Yoder. Carter Bennett. Greg Perkins. Michelle Nipple.
All right, I got everyone checked in. I got my marshals in position. No, I need number 2. Who's my number 2? The Don. There he is. All right, on the tone, Ryan. Ryan, Sean, Tim, Sierra, Kurt, Greg, Carter, Michelle. All right, this is a race. Race number 6, novice 18 plus. All right, halfway through this race, Ryan, you're out front. Ryan, you're on a 16-lap, 5 minutes, 17-second pace. Tim Messimer is on a 14-lap, 5 minute and 2-second pace. Sean Black on a 14-5-13. Sierra on a 14-5-18. Kurt Yoder on a 13-5-19. Greg Perkins on a 13-5-21. And Michelle. Is Carter out there?
2 minutes
Carter
left.
Bennett? Is he out there? Did he break? Now, every now and then, we allow assistant driving. This is one of those races that we do allow assistive driving. The real trick will come in the main when Gavin will stand on the other side of the track with an inconspicuous remote while Michelle gains insane lap times. Somehow she'll go from what she's running to sub-20s. We will not question a thing. We know that it's all on the up and up. There's nothing to see here. Moving on.
One minute left.
Oh, really? Nice. This is Novice 18 plus. My racers for race 7, I need you on your starting squares, please. Starting squares, race number 7, stock, two-wheel drive, short course. Weston, Jason, Jerry, Travis, Landon, Rooster, and Mason. Need you there. Travis, sorry if Travis McHenry, if you notice some of the resorts got shifted around a little bit, so we didn't have back-to-back. So that happens sometimes. Watch the front stretch. There's sorries abounding. All right, Ryan, you're still out front now on a 15.509. Tim Messimer, a 14.505. Sierra, 14.511. Sean, a 14.518. Greg, a 13.514. Let's see how it wraps up. Carter, you're still alive.
Tim
Go, go, go. Tim, you're done. Tim, you're done. When I call your name, please stop running and make your way off the driver's stand.
Done.
Ryan, you are done. Sierra, you are done. Kurt, you are done.
Kurt Yoder done.
Michelle, you are
Nickel
done. Greg, you are done.
Sean Black
Sean,
done.
you are done. And the red stadium truck still live, Marshals. The red stadium truck is still live, Marshals. The red stadium truck is still live. There you go, sir. Well done.
Carter Bennett done.
Carter finished it
All
up.
drivers are finished.
Well done, bro.
The race is completed.
All
Up
right.
next,
You know the
race
drill.
number 7. Stock 2
Ryan, I need you on
WVSC
cone 1
Heat
to
1 of
Marshall.
2.
Sean, cone 2. Tim, cone 3. Sierra, cone 4. Kurt, cone 5. And Greg, cone 6, please.
Travis McHenry.
Go ahead and do a check-in, drivers,
Landon
and then go
Clayton.
back to the starter spot, please.
Jerry
Check in,
Tobias.
and then head back to the starter spot,
Rooster.
please.
Jason Hausman. Weston Hoffman.
All right, I got my guys checked in.
Mason Schaefer.
Racers are checked in. I just need my marshals. I need on 3. I need Tim on 3. I got Ryan on 1. Who do I got on 2? Sean on 2. Sean, you out there? On 2. All right, on the tone, Weston, Jason, Jerry T, Travis, Lando, Rooster, Mason. That is French for Mason. This is Heat 1 of stock two-wheel drive short course. Technically, this is the A main sort that's going off right now. A little unusual. Normally, the B main sort would go first, but to be able to not have back-to-backs, we did a little everybody shuffling, shuffling. So we are in the second round of qualifiers. This gives the racers an opportunity to see where they will qualify for which main. After this round is over, we will move on to the main racing. That is heads-up racing. A lot of you that are watching, if you're not familiar with RC racing, or other styles of racing, you might only be familiar with things like NASCAR or Formula One or other things like that, where it's always heads-up racing. Well, if you watch Formula One, though, they have time trials and different things like that. Essentially, that's what we're doing here, time trials, qualifiers, to see how the racers do and what main they'll be sorted in. Right now, Weston is at a 19.507, Jason a 19.514, Jerry a 19.514, Mason an 18.503, Landon an 18.511, Travis a 17.511, and Rooster a 16.517. So Weston and Jason back in a duking match, punching it out on the track. Not the driver's stand, fortunately. Weston in the white and blue going across the start-finish line right in front of the driver's stand. Jason, the all-orange, right behind him. Jerry T in the white and blue. He has more of the solid blue front with the silver rear. Travis McHenry crossing the line right now. Weston once again. Right behind him, Jason. Stay low, walking in front of the driver's stand. Stay low, please. There goes Rooster. There goes Lando. There goes Mason. So that gives you an idea what colors are what. I'm trying to keep it all straight. I believe the all black is Landon. Two minutes, 20 seconds left. Race 8, you are on deck. Race 8, you are on deck. That means you need to be ready to go. In less than a minute, you need to be on your starter square. Race number 8, you are on deck. Walrus, Scott, Cooper, Brad, Connor, and Don. You are on deck. In less than a minute, I need you on your starting squares, please. It's Weston, Jerry T, Jason, Mason, Landon, Travis, and Rooster. Jerry T improving 2 spots, second in this heat and second overall as it stands. Mason Schaefer bumping up 4 spots overall, 4th in this race, but up to 4th overall, actually. Now Jason back to that second spot. It's Weston, Jason, and Jerry T. A 19.507, a 19.509, a 19.509. Oh, man. 0.06 of a second separate Jason and Jerry T. Let's see how it figures out. The orange, Travis coming up on you, that's Jerry T. I don't know if it makes a difference, but. Houseman in the all orange. Weston white and blue.
Left.
He's got some clear sailing now. About 20 seconds remaining on the master clock. I need all of race 8 on their starter squares, please. All of race 8, you need to be on your starter squares, please. Weston, Jerry T, Jason, Mason, Landon, Rooster, and Travis. Oh, Jerry T getting a little wheelie action there. Trouble over the
Weston
small
Hoffman
double on
done.
the left, drivers. It's all clear.
Jason Houseman
Weston,
done.
you're done.
Landon Clayton done.
Jerry
Mason
T,
Schaefer
Mason. That's
done.
it. That's a wrap, racers.
Jerry Tobias done.
Please grab your vehicle, make your way
Rooster
back to
done.
the table, put it down, and come
drivers
back
are
out to
finished.
Marshall.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 8. Stock 2 double.
I need Weston on 1, Jason on 2, Jerry T on 3, Travis on 4, Landon on 5, and Rooster on 6. Travis T, you good? You good?
Scott Lenig.
I didn't
Cooper
know if
Ayler.
you broke or.
Connor Clayton.
Don,
Brad
you're not
Zeckman.
checking in. If you're crossing the start-finish line, Don,
Don
you're,
Connor.
now you are. I got you. All right, as soon as I have my marshals, we're rocking and rolling. I need Weston on 1, Jason on 2, Jerry T on 3, Travis on 4, Landon on 5, Rooster on 6. I got them all. Is 1 covered, Rooster? Is 1 covered? We're good? Thank you, Jason. On the tone, Wally Walrus. Nope, just Walrus he wants. Scott, Coop, Brad, Connor, the Don. This is Stock 2-wheel drive. Race 9 is up next. 13.5 Stadium Truck. Stock Stadium Truck, you are up next. The short course, it can pay and it can also make you pay. So tantalizing, like a carrot on a string. We thank you again for tuning in to Richfield Raceway. We hope that you're enjoying the online streaming part of all of this. Probably not tons of you watching live, but nonetheless, we love to do it. We love to put it on, and we really do hope you're enjoying it. It's something incredibly fun. If you're watching, maybe you stumbled across us on Facebook or YouTube, and you're wondering what you're watching, this is radio-controlled racing, and we are Richfield Raceway. We are at Richfield, Pennsylvania, if you're familiar with the Harrisburg area, Selinsgrove area, State College area. We're kind of right in the middle of all of those. Not super close to anything, actually. But if you've ever raced at LCRC, Lost Creek Radio Controlled Racing, they are just out the road from us. We really appreciate Kevin and Krista and all the help and support they give to us throughout the years. Marshall over the small one. Thank you, Weston. Cooper running out front, running this new rig. I think if I have this one right. Cooper, Walrus, Scott, Connor, Brad, and the Don. Now Walrus moving up to the top spot. The guy thought he needed to flex his whiskers. Pushing right up. There he is. Coming to the surface for a snack. I'll tell you what, that shortcut, I bet that shortcut has bent more camber links than any other obstacle. Well, hey, you don't have to do it. It's a shortcut. We talked last week about putting a cone at the shortcut just to make everybody work for it differently. I think it would have to be like a rock solid cone because of the number of people that run into it.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Walrus, Scott, Cooper, Connor, Brad, and the Don. Race number 9 in less than a minute. I need you on your starting squares. In less than a minute, I need Jumper, Jim, Huddy, Jerry, Ray, Wes, and Josh on their starting squares. Boy, that long little double over there, that's working out pretty good. Happy with that. Next week we will have, for those who have been here for our big Saturday races, next week we will have the full-on elevation
1 minute
change.
left.
We'll have the full staging out with different elements all throughout the track. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Don't have something dreamt up yet, but we'll do something. .20 seconds remaining. It's still Walrus, Cooper, Scott, Connor, Brad, and Don. Walrus on a 16.510, Cooper on a 15.504, Scott a 15.508, Connor a 15.519, Brad a 13.5 flat, and Don a 13.516.
Cooper Taylor done.
Cooper, you're done. Scott, you're
Lennox
done. Walrus, you're done. We have 3 alive. Connor, Brad, and Don. You're all still alive. Keep going, racers. Keep going.
Don Cottle done.
Don, you're done.
Brad Zeckman
Brad,
done.
you're done.
Connor Clayton
And
done.
Connor, you're done.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed. Up next, race number 9.
Stadium truck race
13.5
number
stadium
9.
truck.
Okay, racers,
of
you know
one.
the drill. Walrus, you're on 1. Scott, you're on 2. Cooper, you're on 3. Brad, you're on 4. Connor, you're on 5. And Don, you're on 6. Come on up, drivers. Come on in the driver's stand, please.
Hudson Rickenbaugh.
Right, this
Jim
right
Manos.
here, you can cut that
Race
corner
Smart.
off of that jump.
Oh, okay. Jump. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. No, you have nothing to be sorry about. It's a good question. No, Don just asked a good question to make sure it's clear. There's no joker lane or shortcut lane. When I say the shortcut, I'm talking about this little jump that people are using to cut the corner. Totally legal. We don't mind. It just makes you pay a price if you get it wrong. So, Don, that was you that checked in there. All right. I got everyone in position. Jumper on the tone. Jumper. Jim. Huddy. Jerry T. Ray. Wes. And the Josh. Just a heads up to most of you, like my mod short course guys, I think my stock short course guys, there's only going to be, oh man, it's like right on the line of what do we do? Huh? Run them all. It's 13 though. That's a full house. 13? All right. I think that's too many. Yeah, I'm a Mason wants some French fries with his Whataburger. No. Braden, run your mod and mod 2-wheel. Huh? Why? But you're heating everything up. All right, I think we got our main set up. Well, not set up, but race number 10, you were on deck. Race number 10, two-wheel mod buggy, two-wheel mod buggy. You're already TQ'ing it. What I'm saying is run your mod this heat and see how it does. Bro, charging it quick. Throw a bunch of amps in it. Yes.
2 minutes left.
Why? It's Huddy, Jim, Jerry T, Josh, Ray, Wes, and Jumper. Jumper not in this one. Race number 10, I need you on your starting squares. Race number 10, I need you on your starting squares. Braden, Gavin, Nick, Gage, Scott. Need you on your starting squares. One minute left. It's Huddy, Jerry T, Jim, Josh, Ray, Wes, and Jumper.
1 minute left.
Huddy Stadium trucks looking great out there. The truth is, his dad Wes is wheeling it. They switched names. Oh, watch the front stretch. Watch the front stretch. Keep going, racers. Keep going. Most of you are on your last lap. Most of you are on your last lap. I'll let you know as you cross the line.
Jim Mano's done.
Jim, you're done. Josh, you're done.
Tittle done.
Jerry T, you're
Jerry
done.
Tobias done.
Huddy, you're
Hudson
done.
Rickenbaugh done.
Ray, you're
Mark
done. And Wes, you're done.
Wes
That's a wrap,
Rickenbaugh
racers.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Little Jeremy, need you to marshal
Up
if you're out
next,
there.
Race number 10. Mod 2, wheel drive buggy. Heat
Come
one
on
of
up,
one.
drivers. Come on up, drivers. Can someone grab little Jay in the back room, please, so he knows he's
Braden
on
Bennett.
cone 1, please? Cone 1 is Jumper. Cone 2 is Jim Manos. Cone 3 is Huddy.
Nick Cummings.
Cone 4, Jerry T. Cone 5, Ray. Cone 6, Wes.
Gage Hurley.
You can go ahead and check in,
Kevin
drivers. Gently check in. All I need is Scott. Jumper's working. So we need Josh Tittle on 1, please. Josh Tittle on 1. Jim on 2. Huddy on 3. Jerry T on 4. Ray on 5. Wes on 6. Once I got you, we can go. All right, on the tone, Brado, Gavin, Nick, Gage, Scott, Aaron. It's Nick, Gavin, Braden, Gage, Scott. I didn't see it. Oh my, how did that not break? Put his body on, put his body on. If it can go on. No, it's just Velcro. Watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch. Stay low on the front stretch. All clear. It's Nick, Gavin, Gage, Braden, Scott. Watch the back middle section. Nick still out front, followed by Gage, Braden, Gavin, Scott. Nick on a 19.502, Gage an 18.506, Braden an 18.512, Gavin an 18.515, Scott a 14.501. Race 11, you're on deck. Race 11, you are on deck. Watch the middle after the
minutes left.
tabletop. Watch the center section. Watch the center section if you come through. The small chicane. It's all clear. It's all clear. One minute remaining. One minute remaining.
Left.
It's Nick, Braden, Gage, Gavin, Scott. Nick on a TQ pace of a 19.515. Last round, Braden ran an 18.501. Nick a 19.515 now. Now a 19.514. Dropping it like it's hot, he is. Nick, Braden, Gage, Gavin, Scott. See if he can do it again. Nick in the bright yellow. Nick just dropping his fastest lap of the race, the last lap, proving you don't need peak battery performance at the end of the race. Sometimes they say slow is fast. Proof positive. Nick laying down his fast lap on his 17th lap. Go, drivers, go. Most of you on your last laps.
Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin, you're done.
Gage Hurley done.
Gage, Braden, you're done.
Braden Benner done.
Scott, you're done.
Scott
Nick
Lennox
bringing it
done.
home, a 19.511. Dang, that
All
was your
drivers
fastest
are
lap,
finished.
Nick. Your last lap. That's it,
The
racers.
race
You're all
is
done.
completed.
Nick, you are just off of a 14-second lap there. A 15.048.
Up next, race number 11. Mod SCT Heat 1 of 2. Landon Clayton, Jason Hausman, Jerry Tobias, Mason Schaefer, Weston Hoffman.
All right, I got everyone checked in. I just need Travis to check in. Hold on one second to get this to go. Go without you? All right. I need Braden on 1, Gavin on 2, Nick on 3, Gage on 4, Scott on 5. And can I get a volunteer on 6, please? Can I get a volunteer on 6, please? Thank you. All right. Do I got marshals? I need one on 5. Who am I missing on 5? Scott on 5. He's coming. All right. On the tone, Weston, Jason, Jerry, Landon, Mason.
Transponder 9014125.
Don, this isn't your race. Don, this isn't your race. No worries. You're fine. Thanks, Ray. Yep.
2 minutes left. One minute left.
Race number 12, you are on deck. Race number 12, I need you on your starting squares. Scott, Gavin, Ray, Don, Chase, and Jace. You need to be on your starter squares. This race has less than 20 seconds on its master clock. Scott, Gavin, Ray, Don, Chase, and Jace. I need you on your starting squares, please. It's Jerry T, Weston, Landon, Mason, Jason, and Travis.
Weston Hoffman done. Jerry Tobias done. Landon Clayton done. Mason Schaefer done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed. Up next, race number 12. Mod SCT Heat 2 of 2. Chase Fisher. Don Cottle.
All right, I need on those marshalling cones, I need Weston on 1, Jason on 2, Travis on 3, Jerry on 4, Landon on 5, and Mason on 6, please. Drivers, once you're on the stand, if you could check in for me, please. I got Don and Chase checked in. The other drivers, just take your time. Check in. All right, I got my marshals on the tone. Scott, Gavin, Ray, Don, Chase, and Jace. Is he out for the night? He gone? Removed from race. Let me get him. So he's done for the night. I want to get that taken care of because that might affect. Oh, for sure. All right. That'll affect the main setup, so I don't want to screw that up. We still got a whole bunch of crap to build next week too. Oh, really? Yeah, because I'm not building stuff like this. I got Terrence here with me. He's one of the guys that runs Leicester Speedway just over the back hill. That's not even a hill, is it? No. Just down the street, really. Actually, he's on the other Church Road. This is Church Street out here, technically. He's on Church Road. It actually creates some confusion for those that are out of town. We've had a couple people pull in here looking for Leicester Speedway. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Two minutes left. One minute left.
Gavin, Scott, Don, Chase, and Ray. Just if you need to test out something after this race, there will be a couple minutes to test out some things, but not tons of time. So there will be a couple minutes to test out some things, but not really much time. Just the amount of time it takes me to set up the mains. I will do my best to keep you informed as to what is going on when. And we'll be going hot ASAP.
Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin, you're
Don
done.
Cottle done.
Don, you're done. Scott, keep going. Scott, you're still live. I got one live truck out there. All
Scott
eyes were
Lennox
on.
done.
The pressure was on,
All
right?
drivers are finished.
All right, that's a wrap.
The race
If you need
is
to run a
completed.
practice lap or two, go ahead and do it. We're going to get the main set up here, and I will be back with you in just a minute.
Up next, race number 1. 17.52 wheel drive buggy. C main.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.